Listen closely because nobody teaches you this. You're not failing because your goals are wrong. You're failing because you're still operating as the old version of you. And today, that ends. There is a psychological mechanism so powerful it determines who becomes unstoppable and who never moves beyond good intentions. It has nothing to do with motivation, nothing to do with talent, and everything to do with how your brain protects your identity. The psychological trap. New concept, confirmation identity bias. You've heard of confirmation bias, but few people know its bigger, darker version, confirmation identity bias. It means your brain constantly searches for evidence that confirms the type of person it believes you are. If it believes you're lazy, it looks for proof. If it believes you don't finish things, it looks for proof. If it believes you're average, it ignores moments of greatness. This creates a self-fulfilling cycle that traps 99% of people. Introducing the identity ceiling. There is a ceiling above your life, invisible but real, not financial, not social, not educational, identity-based. Your identity ceiling determines how much success you think you deserve, how much happiness you allow yourself, how much discipline you believe you're capable of, how much risk you tolerate, how much rejection you can handle, how big you allow your life to become. The 1% don't break their ceiling by thinking big. They break it by becoming the version of themselves who lives above it. To make this real and practical, here is the identity pyramid, a structure psychologists use to understand behavior change. Level 1, beliefs, what you think is possible. Level 2, capabilities, what you think you can learn. Level 3, behavior, what you consistently do. Level 4, identity, who you think you are. Most people try to start at level 3, behavior, the unstoppable start at level 4, identity. Identity drives behavior. Behavior builds skill. Skill shapes belief, and belief creates reality. Let me tell you a story of two versions of you. Old you procrastinates, fears judgment, needs motivation, avoids pressure, stays in familiar patterns. New you starts before you're ready, follows through, seeks growth, handles discomfort, finishes what you begin. Every single day, the world doesn't challenge you. Your identities challenge each other, and the one you feed wins. Here are the 4 locks that keep you frozen as the old version of yourself. Lock number 1, emotional memory. Your brain replays past failures to prevent future attempts. Lock number 2, social echoes. People treat you based on who you used to be, not who you're becoming. Lock number 3, environmental cues. Your room, your apps, your habits, all reinforce the old identity. Lock number 4, role commitment. You subconsciously stay consistent with who people expect you to be. You are not just breaking habits. You are breaking 4 psychological locks. Installing a new identity, the identity shift loop. Here is the practical framework used in modern behavioral psychology. Step 1, identity micro-statement. One single sentence that defines who you are becoming. I am the kind of person who follows through. I am the kind of person who treats my time like gold. I am the kind of person who builds myself daily. Step 2, identity aligned micro action. Not a big change, a consistent one. The action must prove the identity. 1 page written, 3 push-ups, 5 minutes reading, 10 minutes learning. 1 task completed. Small actions create identity evidence. Step 3, daily identity reinforcement change. What your environment tells you about yourself. Your home screen. The books you see. The creators you watch. The people around you. What you listen to before bed. Step 4, identity audit. Every 7 days, ask, did my actions reflect the person I want to become? This reflection pulls you out of autopilot. The ancient identity principle. A lesser-known Stoic teaching states, you become what you repeatedly imagine. Stoics practiced visual identity shaping, imagining themselves courageous, imagining themselves wise, imagining themselves disciplined, imagining themselves unshakable. Modern neuroscience shows this wasn't philosophy, it was neuroplasticity. Your brain builds neurons based on imagined identity. Old you dies when new you becomes more rehearsed in your mind. Here are psychological tools proven to accelerate identity change. Tool 1. Environment swap. Change one object in your environment to match the new identity. A clean desk, habit tracker, books within reach, affirmative wallpaper. Tool 2. Implementation intention. If situation X happens, I will do Y. This eliminates indecision. Tool 3. Dopamine friction. Make old use habits harder. Log out, delete apps, move junk food, hide distractions. Tool 4. Identity anchors. Wear something symbolic. A bracelet, a notebook, a ring, a wallpaper that cues your new identity every time you see it. These seem small, but they rewire your identity 20 plus times per day. Your identity is shaped by how you treat yourself when nobody is watching. Psychologists say self-respect is built through self-witnessed integrity. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, your identity rises. Every time you break a promise to yourself, your identity collapses. You don't lack discipline, you lack identity integrity. Let me tell you something real. Somewhere inside you is a version that scares you, because they are powerful, focused, disciplined, unstoppable. You've glimpsed them in moments. When you pushed through fear, when you worked with intensity, when you refused to quit, when you shocked even yourself. That version isn't imaginary. It's the real you, the you that your old identity is terrified of. The decision that changes your life. Here's the truth most people will never accept. Your life doesn't change the moment you get motivated, or when you find the perfect plan, or when you finally feel ready. Your life changes the moment you make a decision about who you refuse to be anymore. There is a line you must draw in your life, a moment where you say, I'm done being the version of myself who shrinks. I'm done betraying my potential. I'm done negotiating with my excuses. Everything shifts when you stop trying to improve the old you and start consciously creating the new you, because becoming unstoppable is not about forcing discipline. It's about outgrowing the identities that were built from fear, doubt, and survival. And the moment you commit to a higher identity, your habits, your mindset, and your behavior begin to rise with it. This is why transformation feels uncomfortable. You are stepping into a version of yourself your past never prepared you for. But listen carefully. You don't need permission to rise. You don't need validation to evolve. You don't need applause to begin. The 1% don't wait for confidence. They build it by acting in alignment with their new identity, even when the old self is still whispering in their ear. Progress isn't born from perfection, it's born from identity alignment, choosing the future version of you again and again, until the past version no longer has a say. This is the turning point, not tomorrow, not next month. Right now, in this moment, you get to decide who you will become next. You are not ordinary matter, you are star matter. Limitless potential shaped into human form. Your identity is the universe's greatest unfinished masterpiece, waiting for you to carve it into existence. If this message awakened something inside you, do not let it fade. Join us. Subscribe to Where Stars Begin, to rise with people who are becoming unstoppable, disciplined, and self-made from the inside out. Your transformation starts now.